Your constitution says you cannot try anybody unless the law is written. Show me written law. Show me written law. Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try rubbish. Don't try rubbish. Useless people. You don't know law. You don't know law. Your own constitution you don't respect. People's judgment you don't respect. Then why we the law? Why we the court of law? I ask.
Honestly, if care is not taken, this Nnamdi Kanu's case get released in Nigeria. For those that understand what I meant, or get released in Nigeria. Now, today is the 7th day of November 2025, and Nnamdi Kanu was in court today. And what happened was another big drama. Big drama. But anyway, we are going to see the final drama on the 20th day of November, just in 2 weeks to come, because that is the day the judge has set that will be the final day. Oh yes. Now, what you just watched is exactly what happened in court today. But then, let me read this article that was, written by Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Nnamdi Kanu's brother. He wrote this article just about 3 minutes ago, and he posted it. Look at what he said. Nnamdi Kanu's brother, Prince Kanu, reveals what happened in court today. According to Prince Kanu, the court procedures today proved to be more dramatic than expected. Nnamdi Kanu presented a motion that the trial judge reluctantly accepted. Nnamdi Kanu requested that the court identify the law under which he was being tried, but the court refused as usual. After persistent persuasion from Nnamdi Kanu, the judge instructed him to read the charges aloud, and upon doing so, it became apparent that Nnamdi Kanu was being tried under a non-existent law. Consequently, the judge angrily scheduled judgment for the 20th of November. So this is what happened. First is that they persuaded Nnamdi Kanu. They persuaded him to do what he's not supposed to do or say what he's not supposed to say. But Nnamdi Kanu resisted and stood his ground. Oh yes. And again, I don't really know. When I saw this news and, this judgment is just like a child's play. You accuse somebody of something, and the person is saying, please, this thing you are accusing me of, show me where it is in your law. And for months now, you have not been able to prove it. Please, tell me, where on earth does this happen? If you are trying somebody under a non-existent law, the law doesn't have anything to do with what you are trying the person with. And you want... And that was why I said, if care is not taken, this Nnamdi Kanu's case get released in Nigeria. Let's wait till 20th of November. That day will be the day it's going to be. Please do well to subscribe to this channel, because I'll bring you update of whatever will happen. I know a lot of things will happen from now to that 20th. A lot of things is going to happen. Oh yes, I'll keep bringing you that update. Now we allow you to listen to what they said. The honorable that was in the courtroom today, listen to what he said, and you understand a bit of what we are talking about. Because as I said earlier, that this Nnamdi Kanu's case is just like a bone that hangs Nigeria on the throat. They can't swallow it and they can't vomit it. As what's his name? w00s said that releasing Nnamdi Kanu is a problem for them. Holding him is a problem for them. That is exactly what I see that is happening here. Oh yes, but we wait till the 20th of November. Please listen to him.
Your constitution says you cannot try anybody unless the law is written. Show me written law. Show me written law. Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try rubbish. Don't try rubbish. Useless people. You don't know law. You don't know law. Your own constitution you don't respect. People's judgment you don't respect. Then why we the law? Why we the court of law? I ask.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, I know you attended the proceedings today.
Yes, I did.
For Nigerians to know.
Yeah.
Just a summary of what happened.
Well, what happened in court today, for me, continues to be travesty of justice. I've always said it, that in Nigeria, there appear to be two sets of rules, one for the Igbo man and another for the other Nigerians. This is exactly what I saw in court today. First of all, my name is Honorable Obi Aguocha. I represent the great people of Iguano, Umuahia North and Umuahia South Federal Constituency. I am the primary representative for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I'm going to speak to you as a layman. I'm not a lawyer. Today, there was a motion that was filed. Previously, I believe at the end of October, another motion was filed. And none of those motions were challenged by the prosecution team. They didn't raise any objection. The court did not overrule anybody, but admitted the motion. So on what basis then is the trial, the efforts that are being put to compel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to trial when the motions have been put and yet to be challenged by the prosecution team? Mazi Kanu is asking for a simple question: on what law is he being tried? Neither the judge nor the prosecution team have answered that. And today, that motion that was raised by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and served to the prosecution team were not challenged. And it's very, very critical and important that we know that. However, the judge now ruled to say that he's reserved November 20th for ruling, when there are jurisdictional issues, thresholds that are yet to be overcome. So this is a political trial veiled as a criminal trial. And for the stability of the Southeast and for the stability of Nigeria in a whole, to bring to end the civil war that was fought in 1967, means that the president should please look at the totality of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial and bring an end to this charade, a travesty of injustice, bring an end to it so that the Southeast can be peaceful again, Nigeria can be peaceful again. But if they are determined in the way they have steamrolled this process, rushing to a judgment, then like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says, there's a God in heaven, and the injustices that have been meted to Igbos, we will not forget. We will not forget. Even if we forget, our children and our grandchildren will not forget. Because it's important that everybody notes it, especially Mr. President, that in order for him to consolidate his goodwill for 2027, start with how he handles the matter of Nnamdi Kanu. Because you cannot be there as the father of the nation and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being treated in the manner that he's been treated, when every other person who has been charged with almost similar offenses as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the determination of the court, has been let go. So why is Nnamdi still being held down, being punished, being subjugated? Is simply because he's an Igbo man. So if we get it, the president gets this right, then we will begin the process of healing and reconciliation and putting back the Southeast back as a home where people can come and feel free in their homes without running away from all these high crime and criminalities that are happening in the Southeast. So Mr. President has an opportunity now. The world is looking at us, both from the persecution of Christians, from the persecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to know how we are going to, put our houses in order. But like I said, is one person. You can take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if you so wish. You have the authority. But many more Nnamdi Kanu will rise. Because this is clearly an injustice that is being meted at one person who happens to be an Igbo man. So I plead with Mr. President to note that this is a political trial, and which requires a political solution to bring everything to a closure. Thank you.
They know that Nnamdi Kanu's trial cannot go anywhere. And they know that if it is concluded, it is a problem. If it is not concluded, it is a problem. So they make it an open-ended trial so that they will look as if something is happening. But they're not interested in his trial. They are interested in holding him perpetually until people realize that that's what they are doing. And I realized that a long time ago. The problem is that everybody has become complacent about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. They have allowed the so-called Southeastern leaders who are deceiving them to say, oh, we are negotiating, we will get this thing resolved, to allow them to calm down the restless people who should get him out. You are not going to get Nnamdi Kanu out of detention by negotiation. It's not possible. Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu to ransom for his unity. The payment they are demanding for is absolute unity and loyalty, regardless of what they are doing to Igbos. Yes, or they are doing to other Nigerians. Unless that ransom is paid, and that ransom is Nnamdi, or Nnamdi is rescued from the kidnappers. I think I want to say this, because Nnamdi Kanu is my friend, and I've been in this court several times on his behalf. In fact, when I would come to this court in the past, they would attack me physically. I was attacked physically thrice. Just the reason I don't come to court anymore is that a federal high court judge actually gave an order that I cannot attend this trial, this current trial. Yes, he mentioned my name specifically, so I don't want to waste my time coming to court. But to be modern, I think the problem is that everybody has become complacent about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. They have allowed the so-called Southeastern leaders who are deceiving them to say, oh, we are negotiating, we will get this thing resolved, to allow them to calm down the restless people who should get him out. You are not getting, this is what I should tell you, you are not going to get Nnamdi Kanu out of detention by negotiation. It's not possible. Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu to ransom for his unity. The payment they are demanding for is absolute unity and loyalty, regardless of what they are doing to Igbos. Yes, or they are doing to other Nigerians. Unless that ransom is paid, and that ransom is Nnamdi, or Nnamdi is rescued from the kidnappers. Look, all these razzmatazz we are seeing in Nigeria in the courts, Nnamdi Kanu's trial has nothing to do with judges. If the Supreme Court justices decide that Nnamdi Kanu should be freed, he will not be freed. Yes. The DSS will not leave him. True. Because that has happened several times. It's not matter for what they come to do in the courtroom is scripted drama, so that they will give an impression that they know that Nnamdi Kanu's trial cannot go anywhere, and they know that if it is concluded, it is a problem. If it is not concluded, it is a problem. So they make it an open-ended trial, so that they will look as if something is happening. But they are not interested in his trial. They are interested in holding him perpetually until people realize that that's what they are doing. And I realized that a long time ago. In fact, when I met Nnamdi Kanu, I used to say, I met him in New York when I was on my way to Nigeria in 2019. At the time I got arrested for revolution now. And he was telling me, I told this story several times, he said, Shore, you are mad. How are you going to Nigeria at this time? They just tried to kill me in my father's house. And they killed 20-something people. I barely escaped. I said to him, and it came to pass, if they need you and they want you, wherever you are hiding, they'll come and get you. And that's what they did to him by going to Kenya. They abducted him. Till today, nobody can tell you how Nnamdi Kanu got to Nigeria officially. It was an international kidnap action. And you cannot cure that flaw in his trial. You can't go and kidnap somebody and bring him to court and bring him to trial. But they know what they are doing. So I hope that those who are his supporters and Nigerians who believe in justice will understand that is what he's about. He is a prisoner, not, you can say prisoner of conscience, of course he is, but he's a prisoner to the Nigerian project. The desire to keep Nigeria one, united, undividable. That is his crime. And those kind of crimes are not for trial. You can't get a court of law to convict him for that, because it's not a crime. Of course. And that's why we tell people all the time. If you see all this razzmatazz going on, the judge from day one already know that I didn't commit a crime. In this case that we came to today, Justice Liman knew that there was no crime committed by calling the IGP illegal, because it's illegal. Yes. The issue to be resolved is very simple. You cannot lead the police if you are not in the police force. It's as simple as that. Otherwise, I'm qualified to be IG then. Yes, throw it open. Let anybody apply for it. Then you can make MC Oluomo the IGP of police. We won't complain. You understand? It is just like saying, look, judges are entitled to spend how many years now? 70 years as judges. We don't have a problem with that because that has been done. But if you go and bring a retired judge to come out, I won't. If I'm brought before him, I won't answer to him, because I say, sir, you are no longer a judge. You have retired from the civil service. So that is the issue they cannot cure. So the judge who accepted that knew that there was no case against me. But they're interested in one thing I want to know, my international passport. I had achieved that for them. After that, come today, come tomorrow. Why they figure out other things to do to Shore. So that's what it's all about. Yes.
Perception that they are not interested in prosecuting high profile cases is false. That the agency is committed to that. He made that remark in
the EFCC chairman knows that it is time to replace the eagle in EFCC with a dove. No, a dove is harmless. Yes. Chicken can be aggressive sometimes. Yes. No, if you go to the chicken and try to mess with the chicken, they will fight. But the dove doesn't fight. They should just replace the logo of EFCC with a dove. Let everybody move on. That's a simple thing. The EFCC no longer handle high-profile cases. They can't. The high-profile people have already captured the EFCC. So the EFCC is incapable of handling any this same chairman of EFCC told us that if what's it called? Bello was not arrested, he will resign. Bello was never arrested. Bello decided after he has gone around and played and gone on vacation, came back to come and play. And he's back on the streets. Everybody is kneeling down for Bello, who is undergoing trial for. Bello is back on doing his third term in Kogi State. So what are we talking about? So, but you know, EFCC chairman must give speech. The media must report it. That's what you guys are supposed to do. But my advice once again is that the eagle must be replaced with a dove. And we all move on.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
We have so many unresolved cases in Nigeria as we speak today.
Yes.
You have raised a lot of issues as to the problems.
Yes.
What do you think is the way out of this problem? Because we have several issues. We have Sabo Dasuki, for example, that lasted over 10 years.
Nnamdi Kanu was in court today.
Was what?
Was in court today. So we really want to know what's the position?
His case is pending in court.
Yes.
I cannot comment on pending proceedings.
Okay.
I cannot comment on pending proceedings. You understand me? Because like you said, the case was in court today. All I can do for me is that is a matter that should be sorted out outside the courtroom. For me, it's a political case. Yeah, and if you have a situation where some governments are negotiating with bandits, other criminal elements, I mean, there can be no basis for not having that matter resolved politically. I decided to pay a courtesy call on the governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Oti, who actually used to be my comrade. We maintain a relationship, and it wouldn't be proper if I didn't inform His Excellency that I'm in his state. As they say in my place, you don't pass through the upper palace without saying, without paying your obeisance. You know, I just came to let the governor know I'm in town, and then we had cause to discuss a couple of things. Well, I've been coming here since the inauguration of the civilian government since 1999. And I can say without any fear of contradiction that I've seen signs of governance, which was not there before. I've seen evidence of physical development. I've also spoken to people. It's not enough to go around and see physical development without finding out from the people how they are faring. And I've had very positive comments from the people. And so part of my discussion with His Excellency is how to intensify these efforts and ensure that the people remain the center of the administration. The people must benefit from dividends of democracy. And that is the best measurement. I've gone around, I've seen gurus, good schools, hospitals. And I am very confident that the governor can do much more than he has done. And he owes some of us a duty, right, to ensure that it does not disappoint the people. Some of us will not spare him if he does disappoint the people. Yeah.
Nnamdi Kanu was in court today. Was in court today. So we really want to know what's your position?
His case is pending in court.
Yes.
I cannot comment on pending proceedings.
Okay.
I cannot comment on pending proceedings. You understand me? Because like you said, the case was in court today. All I can do for me is that is a matter that should be sorted out outside the courtroom. For me, it's a political case. Yeah, and if you have a situation where some governments are negotiating with bandits or other criminal elements, I mean, there can be no basis for not having that matter resolved politically.
All right. What do you make of it? Drop your comment in the comment section. I'm going to see you in my next video. Thank you very much. May God continue to bless you.